Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on my channel. There was no update this week, so I thought instead I would take this opportunity to do a top 10 favorite things that they've come up with so far in the snapshots, as well as 10 things I hope are changed and adapted for the newer snapshots. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the negatives, that way we can end on a positive. The first one I want to talk about is actually about lichen. Now, I love lichen as like a vine and a glowy thing and a thing that goes everywhere. My issue with it is like the amount it is. I see they've like improved it. It seems like in the newest snapshot and that it's a bit more everywhere. But I don't know. I always imagine when you think of lichen, it always comes in like bigger chunks, kind of like this size, I'd say. And I kind of wish that they'd be a bit more spread out but in bigger chunks, just because that's more realistic to how the real world looks. Because this is really pretty, and the effect it has when it's like covering bigger areas is really nice. And you know, I hope that they change the way lichen generates so it generates in bigger chunks like this. While we're down here, we can talk about a second thing I hope they change, which is the top part of the slate. I don't like this texture very much, and I hate it actually. I think it's weird. It makes me uncomfortable. I like the side texture. Like this looks cool to me. I love tough and its texture all the way around. I just don't like deep slate's texture like this, the top texture. I kind of hope it gets adapted a bit. It kind of reminds me a lot of birch, except in stone form, and by that I mean birch logs. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of this, but in like a gray texture, which I don't know. Most people don't care for using birch logs for things, so I can't imagine why we'd want this block to be in this version. But you know, so hopefully I would like them to change that. Now this one might come to a surprise for some people to see it on my list, but it's axolotls. Now I like axolotls. I like how they work. I like how they look. I like pretty much everything about them. I like the sound. I like how they fight things. I like how they follow you when you have a fish. The thing I don't like about them is their size. I think they're big. They're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be, and I wish they were smaller. Now the baby axolotls, which I should have gotten, but I don't think I did. Sir, can you produce a baby for me? Oh, there we go. The baby axolotls, I think, are like a really good size. So I kind of wish this was the size of the actual axolotls, or maybe slightly bigger than have the babies still be this size, but like the adults just not be much bigger. Because in real life, axolotls are quite small, and I don't know, these are a creature that do benefits from being smaller size. They look cuter smaller, you know, they're not like the bees, which definitely look cuter bigger. They benefit from being smaller, so something I'd like to see changed in future snapshots is the axolotls being shrunk down. Up next are the dripstones, or did point dripstones as they're called in the Shakespearean language. And okay, I know it seems like weird, but these their textures doesn't feel very Minecrafty to me. Like, it doesn't feel blocky enough for what it is. Like, I get they're trying to do sharper shapes and stuff, but I don't know, I first saw these in the trailer, and I was like, I don't care for those. And then they first came in the snapshot, and I'm like, I still don't really care for them. Maybe it's the color and the shading, like, that goes around, so when you look at it, the shading changes. It could be that. It could be the fact that it's like a leafy shape, and it's not very blocky. I don't know. There's something off about them that makes it feel very not Minecrafty, or like it's trying really hard to be Minecraft, but almost too hard, and it's not working. So I feel like the shape, the design of these things could use a bit more work, and I'm hoping they'll put a bit more work in it before they come out with the actual caves that these things are supposed to spawn in. Now I want to talk about amethyst crystals. Now, the sound these make are absolutely beautiful, but what I wish or hope that they're going to add in the future is just different colors of them. Like, this is a pretty color and all, but I don't know, it'd be fun to have crystals of different colors. And geodes come in different colors. They don't just come in this color. So it'd be cool if they took that idea and, you know, gave us rainbow crystals so we could have really bright and colorful caves, especially with like the use of tinted glass and crystals of different colors. That would just be so cool. So I hope we get the option to dye crystals soon. So I turn your attention to the lovely drip leaf, which I think is cute. I love this, I like the design, I like the colors, but for some reason, it makes this look bad. Like, lily pads look like they now need a texture update when compared to the drip leaf. I don't know, the two don't mesh very well, and I don't think they'd ever be seen together, but at the same time, I don't know, we've been getting like all these new plants and stuff, and it's making a lot of the older plants not look so great. So I know like the flowers got a texture update to help them out, but I feel like something that got forgotten in the big texture update was the lily pad. Now the lily pad could use some TLC, especially now that we have the small drip leaves and the big drip leaf lily pad things. Just, you know, so it fits with the theme of the other, so you can really make your ponds and stuff stand out by using both. Because at the moment, I would not use both of these in the pond. I would use one or the other, and truth be told, it probably wouldn't be lily pads. Now, I've talked about this in some of the other update videos I've done, but I really hope that they put in a use for bats this update. This would be the update you do it. This is the update where bats finally get a use. Whether that be they drop something, please just make them drop something, or they do something, anything at all, please just make the bats useful. So this next one has to do with the spyglass. Now this was something that my brother introduced, which would make spyglasses really useful. As you can see, I'm up here and I don't have my render distance very far, and that's simply because, well, my computer, I'm on the laptop and far render distance would not end well. So, but something that would make the spyglass really useful is that when you zoom in, it affects the render distance, so it kind of renders in what you're, like the next chunk that you're looking at, so that way you have like a full view, and then when you come out, the render distance disappears. So maybe like it unloads the chunks behind if it has to and then reloads it. I don't know how it would work, but yeah, I think that would be really cool. So one thing I know they're also going to be adding into for the update is like an oak tree, but with kind of flowering leaves. So it's going to have different leaves to represent for where the lush biome is. What I kind of hope is that they just introduce a new tree type. Like, I'm thinking a really light wood. We're getting a lot of dark blocks in this update, or a lot of like really bright bold colors. So I think it'd be fun to have a light colored wood to match it, considering the only real light colored wood we have at the moment is birch, and birch is kind of yellowish, so it'd be fun to have like a white wood or something along that line. So that's my thought. I'd like this tree to be a completely different wood tree, and I hope that's something they consider in the coming snapshots. And the last thing I want to talk about that I hope they add or slash change in the update is with the goats. I don't have a goat in front of me because they're not out in this snapshot yet, but I do have a cow, and that's just the idea that I hope goats, we can milk them, one, and also get cheese from them. I think it'd be fun to get goat cheese and stuff, and then we can make things like sandwiches, because I've been wanting sandwiches in Minecraft for a while, because we have like meat and bread, and all I feel like we really need is cheese, and then we can start making sandwiches and stuff, and I think that'd be like a fun addition to Minecraft. So hopefully with goats we start getting this idea of making a more multi-step cooking process into the game. So that's something else I hope they add. Alright, now that we've talked about some of the more negative things, not really, they're more just suggestions and like opinions and stuff, so nothing really negative. We can talk about 10 of my favorite things, the things that they've already added in the snapshots that I absolutely love. Let's get into that. So one thing that they added that I love are the drip leaves. I love the mechanic of it. I love just how it comes down and how quick you have to be and stuff, and how you can make them as tall as you want. Literally, me and my friends tested this. You can go into world limit, and just the fact that they add something cool for parkours, and also that you can make it turn it on and off with a redstone signal, or also knock them down with snowballs and stuff. I don't know, it's just such an interesting game a new game mechanic that's just going to be so much fun for mini games and stuff. And it also looks really pretty. Like this vine, this itself kind of looks like a green chain, which I think some people are going to be able to do some really creative stuff. So I adore it and I love it. So that's one thing that they've added that I think is just amazing, and that's the drip leaf. Another thing I adore are these blocks right here. I love tile blocks so much. They make such pretty like backdrops or like feature walls and like bathrooms and kitchens when you're building things in Minecraft, or they just look good maybe fireplaces or chimneys or tiled floors, or the sound they make is really pretty. And I love this block so much, and I'm excited that they're introducing tiles as like a new format, because I'm hoping that means they're going to add other tiled version of the blocks, like tiled nether brick and tiled quartz and tiled other things, just so we get like these smaller, because I always get like whenever we play modded, I always demand we have the chisel mod because it adds tile blocks in, and I absolutely adore the tile blocks. So it's cool to see that they're going to actually be in normal Minecraft now. So I'm excited to get to build with these blocks soon. Now I know people have mixed feelings about them, but the glow squid is amazing, and I think we made the right choice in adding it into the game. They look beautiful. They'll be spawning underground in like those water caves, which I think is cool. They have the same they're the same as normal squids in that they commit suicide really easily, which, please, Mojang, just fix your squids. Anyways, they're really cool to look like. I know they're kind of retextured, but they're not just like normal squids. They have like a cool particle effect. And then they made the muse full, like this glow ink sac for like these glowing things are cool, and the fact that you can add glow to your signs, that's awesome. That's so cool and so useful, and something that I was really hoping would be added and was added, and glow squids are awesome. We made a good choice in picking them. This couldn't be a top 10 video without talking about the amazing block that is copper. I love all 4 stages. They're all beautiful and unique in their own ways. They connect to each other really well while still at the same time being extremely different from each other, which is just amazing. The mechanic behind the aging is cool, and also the fact that we can prevent it from happening. Like, they don't have to age. If I want it to be shiny and new forever, it can be that way, and I like that. And it's just a cool idea, and that if you want this, you have to go through these first and just watch it slowly happen. I feel like that's a really cool idea, that I can design a building with like this end thing in mind, but then I get to watch it slowly change into it over time and stuff, and it develops as I play a gameplay and stuff. And yeah, it's really cool. It's a fun idea. I love copper. I love the lightning rod that comes with it as well. Copper is cool. Okay? Copper is a win. Then we have tinted glass, which no one saw coming at all, but is so awesome, because now we can have mob farms with windows where we're perfectly safe on one side and can watch like other things spawn in and on the other, which is cool. Or we can make play with shadows more while still seeing the sky, and it looks so cool, and the effect it has on the world it's weird, but like, this is awesome. This is cool. I love this. Tinted glass is amazing, and it looks so good, and yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for the tinted glass, and I'm so glad they added it in, because it doesn't really fit with the theme that's coming up, but that just proves that if they have something cool and they're ready to add it, they're gonna add it anyways, and this is definitely one of them. Of course, it couldn't be a top 10 if we didn't talk about cave generation and how epic it's already looking. Of course, they still have a long way to go, but I feel like they've already made such amazing progress in how the caves look and act, especially with these lower, darker caves, and these water pools are just plain cool, and I love them, and with the lichen just spawning about, and I'm so excited that the fact that they still have so much more to add in this aspect, and to change about it, and to grow with it, but just that one day we're going to be able to play on Survival World, and just this will be normal to us. that's just crazy, and it's so cool, and I love it, and I'm excited to see this continue to change as time goes on. And of course we have the new plant life, which is awesome, with like the roots and the hanging roots, which I'm just gonna put on here. There we go. We got some hanging roots, which is awesome. And the root block itself looks really cool. It kind of looks, it reminds me of like coarse dirt, only slightly more distinct, and I think this is gonna make paths look so amazing, and I'm excited for it. Of course, the spore plant, which again I'm struggling to find a place to place, and just the particle effects this thing produces are so pretty, and I love it. And I love the flowering azaleas and even the normal azaleas, and how cute they are, and how we have like a smaller tree now, and that's something that's actually more bush-like than just taking a leaf and putting it on the ground and saying, hey, this is a bush. No, guys, this is a bush. Oh, and another plant, before I forget it, why can't I plant these things anywhere? Glowberries. We got glowberries. The vines for these are so pretty. And also, you know, they grow plants and stuff, and I love them. So, glowberries are also a win in the sense of how like they grow down and how leafy they are, and the fact that they produce lights and berries that are actually really cute looking. So, I love the glowberries too. Next we have candles, which I'm just showing you. They come in all the colors, which we love to see. And I like how they can group up and how you can light them and blow them out. And the best part is just that they said, yes, you can put a candle on a cake and then blow it out and stuff, which that's just, it's awesome. That means so much it means a lot. So especially during this pandemic, me and my friends, we celebrated our birthdays via Minecraft, so that's how we celebrate Minecraft with each other. And just the idea that now if we have a Minecraft party, especially considering we all live very far away, if you guys watch my channel for a while, you know a lot of my friend groups don't live anywhere near me, like they all live in different countries and stuff. So just the idea that we can celebrate each other's birthday and actually sing happy birthday and then watch them blow out a candle, that's just so sweet and sentiment, and just an amazing thing to do, especially considering, yeah, I celebrate my birthday in Minecraft a lot of the times because that's where I met my friends and where my friends hang out. So I love that we can now do that, and also candles are just gonna look so cool, like dotted about, and we don't have to use sea pickles anymore, so yay! And this one might be a bit, you know, controversial, but I actually really like the new ore upgrades and textures and stuff, especially things like the lapis, and I like how they all have the deep slate version, and I think it looks cool. The redstone's also fun and stuff. I like it. I know people's like biggest critique is this guy, the iron one. No one really likes the iron one, but honestly, I feel like it fits with the style that the new update came up with even more, so I personally really like it. Love how diamond is kind of the same because it's the OG. We have the redstone, we got lapis, and also an slave orb, which I like it a lot. I like the new ore textures. I think they're really cool. I think they fit in Minecraft even better, and I'm excited to see them implemented in-game. And of course, my absolutely favorite one, which when I saw it, I squealed so much when I first saw this in a snapshot, and that's moss, because moss is the best, and the best part of the moss is the moss carpets. I'm so excited to have moss carpets in Minecraft soon, because look how pretty they are. They liven up the world. They count as a carpet, so you know mobs won't spawn on it. Put them on top of practically anything. They look great, and I'm excited for moss. You can make moss shelves now, which why you want to, I don't know, but I might because I love it so much. So this is probably one of my favorite things they added. They added so many cool things, but I really love the moss, and I'm happy to have it. So yeah. And that's where I'm going to end this episode here. Those were 10 things that I absolutely loved about the snapshot, and 10 things that I hope get changed and adapted in future snapshots. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I also hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye!